Orada gelen Sunya kitabının yazarı, şimdi yazdığı Network of Diamonds kitabının yazarını davet edeceğim. Dolayısıyla çok sağlam, çok ağır bir konuğumuz var ve sadece bu toplantı için Hindistan Mumbai'den kalktı, Ankara'ya geldi. Onu davet edeceğim ama onun öncesinde Pazarlama Kurulu Başkanımız Salim Bey'i davet edeceğim. Onun size söylemek istediği birkaç bir şey var. Yüksek alkışlarınızla CMO'muz Pazarlama Kurulu Başkanımız teşekkür ederim.
Good morning. I want to take this space for a special reason. Because ladies and gentlemen, you just had your coffee. Now let me tell you very clearly. The next session which you are going to hear is going to be the most important session of this particular program. You know why? Do you think DXN products can make you crown ambassador?
Yes.
No. Do you think DXN marketing plan can make you crown ambassador?
No.
No. What can make you a crown ambassador? Exactly. You only can make you crown ambassador. Not DXN products, not DXN marketing plan. You yourself can make you crown ambassador. You know, there should be some qualities in your mind which will make you crown ambassador. Am I clear or very, very clear?
Yeah.
For example, one quality, let me just demonstrate that. One quality. Have you faced this problem? You know, with a lot of motivation, you are approaching a prospect, you are explaining about DXN. While you are approaching him or her, you have a preconceived notion that this person is going to join with me. Then you are going there, explaining about the business. Then finally, he or she says, no, I am not interested. Then suddenly your complete motivation fades down. Has it happened in your life? Many times, right? You know, many people fail in DXN because of this reason. They go to one person with lot of motivation, then they say no, second person no, third person no, fourth person no, then we finish our DXN business. When you finish, that means that you don't have that quality to be no proof. You know how to be no proof? Okay, can all of you stand up, please?
No.
I'll say 1, 2, 3. You need to say no to me. Possible?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
No.
With full voice. 1, 2, 3.
No.
1, 2, 3.
No.
300 no's I heard standing here. Something happened to me. My nose is bleeding.
No.
My bones are broken.
No.
Nothing happened, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first quality that you need to understand when you are doing your DXN business, that no's will not kill you. No's will not. Thank you so much. Have a seat. By hearing more no's, you will become more successful. Mr. Jamal has become a crown ambassador only because of the fact that he heard more number of no's than you all. Mr. Muhammad Al Abood has become executive star diamond and Mr. Ahmad has become senior star diamond because they heard more no's than a star ruby or star agent. Is it clear? So when you hear next time one more no from a person, you should be happy. Oh, my business is improving. I'm hearing more number of no's. If you're not hearing no's, that means you're not improving. This is one quality. In the same manner, next 1 hour, Dr. Rajesh is going to infuse different qualities which you require to become a crown ambassador. So my request is to listen to it very, very carefully. You know, Dr. Rajesh is the right-hand man of Dr. Lim. Why? Because they share the same mentality, same qualities. So that's the reason why he is the one who has written 3 books of Dr. Lim. He himself is a very busy doctor, but because of the affinity towards Dr. Lim, he is touring with DXN currently, with Dr. Lim currently. A very knowledgeable person, a very experienced doctor, a psychotherapist. This session can make you completely different. After this session, you will be having those qualities. So please listen to this carefully. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Evet, artık Selim Bey sizi bu kadar hazırlamışken bir sonraki konuşmaya bence Doktor Lim'in özel asistanı yani yönetim kurulu başkanımızın özel asistanını sahneye davet edebiliriz. Hazır mıyız?
Evet.
Ya, çok pek hazır geliyor yani sanki bir işiniz varmış gibi geliyor. Hazır mısınız? Şu anda çağıracağım kişi Hindistan'daki bütün fabrikanın başında olan kişi. Yeni ürünleri o yapıyor, o üretiyor, ürettiriyor vesaire. Çok önemli bir konuyu davet ediyorum. Hanımefendiler, beyefendiler, I would like to invite şu anda sahneye Special Assistant to our Chairman, Yönetim Kurulu Başkanımızın özel asistanını davet etmek istiyorum. Doktor Rajesh Savera.
Okay. So first of all, let me really share something very important. This bunch of crowd is so super excited and so charged up that I think the future crown ambassadors are all sitting here. Okay? This kind of energy is what is needed for a business like DXN. When we have to fight for freedom, we have to have that spirit within our heart. We need that independence. The world's greatest happiness is freedom. We strive for it every time. We need freedom in everything. DXN is that platform for freedom, both financially, so that you can do whatever you want to do in this life. Bless physically and mentally, so that you can enjoy this life to the fullest when you get that freedom. And the most beautiful thing is, when I was working with Dr. Lim, as a psychotherapist, I wanted to find out the qualities that make that person a successful person. Like, when you eat a dish, you like the taste. You know the chef has cooked it with a very particular recipe. The recipe is there. That is why the dish is so tasty. You cannot say it happens by chance, because every time you want to have it, it comes with the same taste. Because there is a fixed recipe. In DXN, success also has a recipe. If you want to know the recipe of being successful, as Dr. Lim is, then we will have to have those ingredients into our being. We'll have to become the personality that Dr. Lim is for us to duplicate what he has duplicated. He created this empire called DXN. And for us, he has given a very small job, just to get those 20 great people, those 20 diamonds, so that you can wear the crown of a crown ambassador. It's a small job if you look at it. Just 20 good, great, dedicated people And those diamonds will give you the crown. But is it easy to find diamonds? No. Diamonds are not so easily found. For that, among the stones, if you want to search a diamond, you need a light. Because when you throw light on the stones, only the diamonds shine, not the stones. So when you take an opportunity and go to DXN or with DXN to somebody and he says no, it's like we are putting the torch and it's not shining back. Leave them. They are the stones. Someone is going to shine far away, close by. You will know that. That is a diamond. Go there. Take the effort to pick that piece and bring it back. Because if you collect those 20, you become what Jamal is today, the crown ambassador of DXN. And so, what are these qualities? So in my fourth book that I have just written now, the third book, the fourth book I am writing, this third book is all about the network of diamonds. It's based on a 2,500-year-old text which has the secrets of success. In ancient time, when China, India, they used to trade with the world. They used to carry all the loads across mountains, oceans. They were not scared. They were confident to carry all that and trade with other countries. What was that thing that gave them the courage to take all that and go and trade with another country in another land, some say around miles and miles away, and then bring some from there back to their own country? That trading should have had some basis. There should have been some recipe for success. And that was faith. They had faith. And faith is cultivated on certain basic ingredients. And these 20 people that you're going to have, the 20 diamonds, will be a part of you when they will have faith in you. And you will be a part of DXN when you will have faith in DXN. And what is it that you require to have that faith? Is certain qualities. And these qualities are very important. So, this is the book that we just launched last year. Maybe very soon it will be in Arabic too. So basically, it's a network of diamonds. That's the journey of yours in DXN. When you look at it, I'm going to give you certain pointers, certain qualities. As a psychotherapist, I know mind can change. Do you think mind can change? Is it possible to change minds? How fast does it take to change a mind?
Much time.
A split of a second. Yes or no? And if it doesn't want, years and years it does not change. It can change in a split of a second, or it can never change. The minds that change in a split of a second are the ones that get carved into diamonds. The things that never change remain what they are, as stones. So, what are the qualities? First, quality. Simplicity is the path to true abundance. Abundance means a lot. But I am telling you, if you want a lot, you need to be simple. It's in simplicity that you will get abundance. How contradictory. I thought, initially that if you know a lot, if you study a lot, then you will have a lot. No. It's because you know a lot, you don't receive new things. Because you have a lot, you don't want anything. You have to go the other way around. You need to learn simplicity. What is simple? Simple is something that we can do every day. Simple is something that everybody can do every day. And that's exactly what DXN business is. DXN business is a simple business. And those who keep it simple succeed in this business. Dr. Lim, for the last 30 years, kept DXN as a very simple company. We are not like the other companies which are very extravagant, very complicated. We are a simple company. Simple people, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And what is this simplicity? The simplicity is in the plan. You know the plan, it's very simple. The simplicity is in the products. Our products are very simple. Can you imagine? We have to just know the coffee is a good drink. And if it has a little Canadama in it, it becomes a premium drink. Now, with the Ganoderma in the coffee, we are a premium drink provider to the world. We provide the best coffee to the world. Keep it as simple as it is. When you talk about Ganoderma, Ganoderma is a mushroom. Almost 2,500 years, civilization has been eating it for their health benefits. And you still want to doubt whether it is good or bad? If it can survive 2,500 years in human civilization, men have passed by, people have died, but the mushroom survived. And it is now that you are the person who is delivering it to the world. You still doubt it? Keep it simple. Do not doubt the mushroom. Do not doubt Rishi. Do not doubt Ganoderma. It's one of the most powerful mushrooms. If it can survive, the one who consumes it also will survive. The most beautiful thing about Rishi, it is called as the mushroom of immortality. One who consumes it lives forever. Not only in this life, but the lives to come. It's that powerful as a mushroom. And you keep it as simple as it is. What does this mushroom do scientifically to your body? It just cleans up your body. And a clean body is where food actually gets nourished well. When you talk in simple terms, people will understand in a simple way. And when they understand in a simple way, they act in a simple way. And the act is very simple. They just follow what you do. And that's exactly what we want. So, when it comes up to mushrooms like cordyceps, don't complicate it. The mushroom is good for your lungs. It's good for your kidneys. It specially acts on your adrenal glands. That's the gland that secretes corticosteroids. It stimulates the corticosteroid secreting adrenal gland so that your body can have a healing mechanism. It has more energy, excitement, you have more vitality. Keep it as simple it is. Then you talk about lion's mane. What is it good at? It's good for your gut, where your second brain is. It's good for your brain and the nervous system. When you know that this is a functional food for this particular system and this particular organ, when you meet people, you just provide them what food they need. If somebody wants to have chili, we give them chili. If somebody wants to have sweet, we give them sweet. Similarly, when somebody needs something for the gut, we have something called lion's mane. When somebody needs something for the lungs, we have something like cordyceps. We need something for the whole body, we have Rishi with us. And if you need some good, fantastic nutrition, or food that has been the reason that life lives today on this earth, the first food that, the first, you can say, form, the first unicellular form that actually lived on this earth and became the reason for all the multicellular life form today is what? Spirulina. And you know, if it can give rise to the whole existence, can you imagine when you consume it, your cells will all be living happily inside. They will get the best food that they require, the alkaline food in which they will thrive. Keep your marketing language as simple as you can. Keep your approach as simple as you can. And simple things are not long. Simple things are always short, they are straightforward, and they are direct. In people who cannot deal with people who are simple are complicated people. People who deal with people who are simple people. And you can do business, especially DXN business, only and only with simple people. So remain simple, because in simplicity you will have abundance. Jamal is the best example. He is so simple, so easy to access. He's among all of us, and I've been seeing his energy is so much because he does not complicate things. He makes it so easy, and he can do it every day, always with a phone. I have never seen even 1 minute keeping his phone down. He's continuously, from morning till evening, he's like this, always living that simple life, but delivering something which is very extraordinary. So remember this, simplicity is the path to true abundance. Second, virtuosity is the architect of prosperity. You want to prosper? You want to achieve a lot in DXN? Remember, be a good person. DXN has always lived with principles. Dr. Lim formed this company based on principles. If there are no principles, there is no company. So we should know the principles of DXN. And The basic human quality of DXN that DXN applies is these 5 qualities. 1, we never want to harm anyone. That's not our philosophy. We believe that we are here to help people, not to harm people. Second, you will see, we never take something that does not belong to us. We never do that. We never go and rob a downline's prospect. We don't take their PV, SV. It's a culture in us from day one that Doctor brought in. Even when Doctor started DXN, Doctor had a lot of experiences of other companies which had good products. But Doctor never ever copied any product and brought it to DXN. Doctor remained a company that he knew that he will innovate his own products, design his own technology, and build products that can be very, very unique and different, which is not a copy of anybody. That is why DXN is always a unique company, is a different company, is a special company. When it comes up to making false claims, we don't like it. We never overclaim in DXN. We never say this is good for cancer and this is where you do 100% your cancer. No, we never tell that. We say what is good in the way it is. We say we are a very good food company. We provide the best food in the world. We have some of the best superfoods in the world. We cultivate it ourselves. We grow it ourselves. And hence we know what it is. And that is the exact thing that we do. We give you the best, packed in the best way, to the best people, to serve to the best that require it. So remember this, that when it comes to even making false claims, we put ourselves away from making that. Then we never are intoxicated. Intoxicated in the sense, we never have that ego that we are the greatest. We still are humble. We serve everybody. Even today, if you look at Jamal, if somebody is going to ask him, even though he's a crown ambassador, that he's interested in DXN, he will leave everybody and go behind him, even if he's a new prospect. For him, there is no difference between a new prospect and an old person who is already a member. He's super excited. Why? Because that's the way we serve. We don't let name, fame, power, money go in your head. We remain humble, we remain grounded. These are the qualities that make us. And DXN, if you look at the company, you are doing a man-to-man business, a relationship business. You can only do business if 2 people have good qualities. If one of them is a crook, one of them is a cheater, one of them is a liar, you cannot do business with that person. And hence, in DXN, those people automatically fade away. They go away. Because in DXN system is a system based on virtues, is based on good qualities. And that you will see even in Dr. Lim. Like if you go to Dr. Lim's room, I visit Malaysia quite often. And when you go in this small room, he has this size small room, his table is fully loaded with DXN products. Fully loaded with DXN. If he is giving you some product, I assure you, if he has not consumed it himself, he'll never give you that product, for sure. Even simple thing, the way he takes RGGL, spirulina, lion's mane, cordyceps, sporenzy, you name it, and he's just consuming everything from the cakes that he makes, okay, to the saffron tea that he brews. Everything he does it on himself first. If it doesn't help him, he will not allow the company, the manufacturing unit, to produce it as a product. He knows and the value of what he's going to give you. So trust me, when DXN offers a product, it is already endorsed by the one who is the founder of DXN, that is Dr. Lim. So have that faith in it, and then you will be able to cultivate virtues in your life. In non-attachment, we find true freedom. We are always having this habit, the mind has this habit of being attached. We are attached to our problems, we are attached to our worries. We don't want to let go of them. But freedom is not in attachment. Freedom is without attachment. It's completely setting yourself free. What is it that we tend to get attached to things? Why? Why is it that we tend to get attached to things? Because of fear, because of anxiety, because of worry. When you let go of all that, become fearless, that if somebody I'm going to approach and tell them about DXN, if he's going to say no, I don't need to worry. I have nothing to worry. I'll go to another person. I'll go to another person. I will not stop till the time I hear a yes. And when I hear a yes, that's exactly why I will actually go and start building a relationship. So when you are in that mode of non-attachment, you let go of things. You let go of all the things you don't want. Like imagine you go to a shopping mall and you look at all the things and you do not buy everything that you see. You have a very clear mindset what you want, what you will like, and then you spend time with that thing. You check that thing, you wear it, you feel it. You have detached 99.99% of all the other things that are there, and you're only focusing on the one thing that you like, the one thing that you want, and that is the only thing that you will trade off and you will come out with when you come out of the mall. That is exactly what you have to do every day when you go out in the market. Remember that your rejections are nothing but the source of your non-attachment. And that's okay, because non-attachment is a good quality, because it is the source of your freedom, it's the source of your happiness, it's the source that will give you prosperity. And I'm telling you this because I've seen that with Doctor. I see him, I see him every day when he manages the whole world. Can you imagine? More than 180 countries, 18 million distributors. So many people even texting Dr. Lim directly that I have cancer and how much RGGL I have to take. I have this. And he's sitting and replying everybody and doing everything. It's not possible for a human being. It's not possible. But what is it that makes him so great? It's because the previous moment does not become the part of this moment. And this moment is 100% without any attachment. So when he's with you, he's 100% with you. And when he's not with you, he's 100% not with you. And when we do business like this, what happened in the past should not matter. Every time you go introducing DX into someone, it should be as if it's the first person that you're introducing. The excitement, the super energy that you should have, that hunger should be visible so that the other person who is like you will find you. If he doesn't then find the same energy, he will let you go. He'll find this is weaker than me. If he finds that this person has the same energy that I have, then we will synergize. We'll come together and then we will build a business. And that is exactly what we do. So these conventions, these meetings are exactly to bring all your energies together to synergize the business of a particular area, a particular group, a particular region. And that's what you should be doing yourselves too. Bring in and do independent conventions. Bring in all these energies, synergize them. Bring them together. When you will bring them together, you will see that when a stick burns alone and when all the sticks burn alone, there is a difference. When all the sticks burn together, that's called wildfire. When one stick burns, it's just a flame. Okay, we don't want flame, we want fire. And that is why DXN is a company that brings people together, like-minded together, bringing the fire of entrepreneurship within them to make sure that they are able to change people's life and their life too. So be in the mode of non-attachment always. Through teaching, we pass the torch of progress. In DXN, you're not a distributor only. No. You are a teacher. Because Dr. Lim is not a businessman. Dr. Lim basically, when I asked him, if not DXN, what would you be? He said, Rajesh, if I was not in DXN, if I would not have started DXN, actually I wanted to be a teacher. I said, Doctor, last 30 years in DXN, you have been doing the same thing. You have been just teaching us what products are good for our health, teaching us how the system of sharing will help bring abundance to you, me, and everyone. You have been a teacher all your life. But that's true for us too. If you look at it, Jamal is a teacher. All of you here are a teacher. When you hear today, you learn a subject today. 2 days you're going to spend here. You're learning here. You're a student mode. Now you're in the student mode. As soon as this student mode is over, in the break time you become a teacher and you go online and say this is what we are and you go and teach everybody. We always go into this mode. The student mode, the teacher mode. The student mode, the teacher mode. And I tell you one thing. If lifelong you are a student and lifelong you are a teacher, trust me, you will be one of the most learned person with the maximum number of people who will actually be, changing their lives with you. Be a good teacher. Never hesitate to teach. Just because this guy is not going to buy my DXN products, if I get an opportunity to teach him, I will teach without the worry whether he's going to be a member or not going to be a member. I am going to teach the other person. I'm going to teach every person, whoever I meet. I am going to be the teacher that is going to pass the flame or the torch of progress, because through teaching only you get progress. If you have no education, you will never progress. So remember, upgrade yourself. Trainings like this just make the better version of yourselves to come up the next time. 2 days here is going to change you. It's going to rewire your brain. We have these neural connections. Whenever you go through an experience, these nerves, they make a new pathway. And these pathways are through which thoughts travel. They are like highways. And your thoughts are like cars. Once you go through an experience, all your thoughts will travel through that road, only the main highway. So, trainings like this, where you give 2 days, you're restructuring your brain, you're restructuring your neural connections, so that you program yourself only for one thing, and that is success. In the realm of no preferences, true freedom resides. Don't live with preferences. I want it this way. I don't want it that way. It should be like that. It should not be like that. People who live with preferences, they never live, because they spend their time looking only for things that they want, and they miss on the opportunities that they are supposed to be receiving. The wanting is always going to take you away from what you're going to be receiving. So stop having that want. Now, accept and receive what has been given to you. Imagine, right now, if you look at the exit and the opportunity, if you think in your mind that this is the greatest gift, a greatest opportunity that I have received now, forget what I want, that will follow later. But right now, this has what I've been given, I've been received. And now I take this and share it with people. All your wants will someday be fulfilled by this receiving. This receiving will make sure all your wishes, all your dreams, all your desires, all your responsibilities will be fulfilled with this thing that you receive. So receive it with open arms. Never ever let go of this. Never ever give up what you've received because you found something more tempting out there, because you found that one more distracting out there. No, what has been given to you is because you are worth it. You have to take it as a responsibility. Dr. Lim started this 30 years back in a small place, Alositar in Malaysia. But it has grew around the world, and more than 18 million people distribute its products in DXN. Why? Because of only one simple thing. They have received it. Trust me, the mode you are in, the mode of receiving, is the mode where transformation happens, where the whole change begins. And hence, you should live with least preferences, but only and only action. Flexibility is the key to resilience. Be flexible. Things will never be the same always. Things will change. And the most beautiful thing about life is there is always change. And sometimes change is tough, bad, but at the root of it, it's going to bring something good in the future. Change is needed. Imagine things never change. How boring life would be. So, if you are in DXN today, and you are a star agent, and you decide never to change for the next 10 years, how boring it is. How, if it could change, the star agent becomes a star diamond. Is it good? A star diamond becomes an executive star diamond. Is it good? An executive star diamond becomes a crown diamond. A crown diamond becomes a crown ambassador one day. This change has to happen. Be uncomfortable. Don't, when thing is not changing, if your bonus is not changing, something is wrong, because that's not the nature of existence. A tree, when you put a seed and you train, when it grows, it doesn't grow only 2 leaves. You see, today 2 leaves. The next day, 4. The next day, oh, 8, oh, 16, 32. What is this tree doing? It's doing networking, it's building. It does not like to remain still. When you look at your bonus, if your bonus is not multiplying, you are not in sync with existence. You are living a dead, you can say, membership. When you want to live in a live membership, it should multiply, it should grow. Either it grows high or it grows low. But in DXN, there is no way going down. Once a star agent, lifetime a star agent. Once a crown ambassador, lifetime a crown ambassador. So the only option you have remaining to change is what? To go up. I become a crown ambassador. Now my next mission is another 20 people under me, 200 people under me, 2,000 people under me become crown ambassadors. Keep on changing. Let change be the thing that you live for. Because for changing, you need to be resilient. You need to be flexible. When you're not flexible, you're tough like a dry stick. When somebody is going to bend you, you're going to break. When things are flexible, they are bent, but they get back their shape again. Every day, you will be bent by circumstances. You'll be bent by situations. You'll be bent by negative comments. You'll be bent by your near and dear ones. Every day they will bend. But that night when you sleep and morning you get up, don't be bent. Because that night was when you became straight again. Go back into the market as a straight stick again. And let's see who bends you again. Let them bend you. Again the next day you're straight again. Make sure if you bring this quality of remaining straight, doing business straight, having a focus straight, and achieving what needs to be achieved very, very straight, you will surely be a crown ambassador very soon. Next point. In sharing, we create a world of abundance. You see, DXN business is not just a direct selling business. It's a sharing business. We share something that we like. I like the coffee. I feel good about it. I share. It's the word of mouth. It comes from my soul, my heart. It's not to make sure that I sell him and take some money. No. DXN is not that business. DXN business is I will only share what I like. When you don't like DXN, you cannot talk about DXN. You can only talk about stuff that you like, you love. And when you look at DXN products, when you consume it yourself, you enjoy it yourself, you love it yourself, you give it to your own family, your own kids, your own family members, your parents, that is love. And then when the world sees you having that, giving to you and sharing with your family, they want to be a part of your family and they will ask, what do you take? And that time you should be ready to share. Take this is one of the things that made me feel better. This is one of the things that made me feel great. I was having this problem and because my association with this product has changed me, I would like to share to the world. Remember, every Messiah that has been born or who came on earth shared the message that they received. You also are supposed to be like that. What you receive, you should share. Never be a miser. Never hold it to yourself. First, you don't take it. But once you take it and you feel good, don't keep it with yourself. Make sure you share it. Share it with the world. And I'm telling you, DXN has been built because people like you have been very honest, very loyal, very loving to share the goodness of the company with the world around. And that's why DXN is on the verge of becoming the world's #1 direct selling company. And that's what we all want DXN to be. When you look at it, the next point is selflessness unlocks the door of liberation. You see, I'm talking about freedom, I'm talking about liberation. But all that out there, the way you work is through here. Okay? You need to be selfless. You would be thinking that I'm telling you the same thing again and again, but that's exactly what it is. When you're self-centered, when you only look at me, my, I, then you are finished. You will never be liberated. You will be attached, you'll be very small. But if you look at they, them, theirs, out there for the world, you open your arms and go and serve the community. You make sure that whatever has been offered to be distributed and shared with everyone, being selfless, that my hours of sleep, my 8 hours of sleep I have to sacrifice today because my team has come here today. I need to give them the time. I will sacrifice myself to give them me. If I deliver me to them, someday they will deliver them to the others. And this is how you sacrifice. This is how you give yourself to the others. When you do that, trust me, you are creating liberation for yourself. You're creating a kind of freedom for yourself. And this being selfless is a quality that one has to acquire. It doesn't come easily. It asks and demands a lot of sacrifice. And you should be ready for that sacrifice. I've seen this guy, I've seen Jamal doing that. After the session is over, while we are still going to sleep, this guy is still doing his meetings, still there, every time. The only person I saw always is Jamal. I never met him before, but I think the time I've seen you, I think in the whole lifetime I've not seen somebody so much. I've seen you so much. So that shows that he's sacrificing everything to build the business here. And that's why he is a liberated man. He's a man who is experiencing freedom. And last, the most important one, his journey is your responsibility. Like Salim said, who's the company? You are the company. Your journey, you have to go along. God has given you 2 legs so that you walk along. God has given you 2 hands so that you can take care of yourself. You have been given and equipped everything so that you do it yourself. DXN is exactly like that. DXN has given you everything, a fantastic range of products. And trust me when I say fantastic, there is absolutely no comparison out in the world for the range of products that DXN has. And when it comes to superfoods, we are the world's only company that deals with superfoods. Okay? We have that for you. Second, we have a fantastic plan. A simple plan, a powerful plan, a plan that has already proven to change so many lives. These 2 things are there. You have 2 legs. Now, the only thing you have to do is your journey, how fast you want, how slow you want, you have to decide. Whether you want to go through that crawling slowly, or whether you want to walk, or whether you want to run. Use the products, use the system. Walk or run is your journey. Nobody is going to come in between that journey. And you have to walk that journey. You have to run in that journey. And when you do that, trust me, that kind of change that will bring in your life will be amazing. When I'm looking at doctor's life, for us now, the company looks like so big, and you think that this man would have had a very easy cakewalk life, where everything happens so easily. No. The toughness that doctor went through life is amazing. We cannot even compare the challenges he goes through. Even today, trust me, at his age, he still 24/7 is dedicated himself to DXN. Even now, he will be talking to some manager. Even now, he will be talking to some distributor. Even now, he will be talking to some R&D guy making a new product. Even now, he will be talking to some manufacturing unit to tell them which new machine to buy. Even now, he will be discussing with somebody where to buy land. Even now, he will be discussing how to grow the new mushroom. How and when and where he gets all the time, I don't know. But the man is completely dedicated and focused. Because he knows that he is carving his journey, he has the responsibility for everyone, but he has to take his responsibility by himself. And he has to do that. You see, I believe that if everybody understands this very simple thing, that your journey is your responsibility, that itself is freedom. That itself is liberation. That itself is the point where you are independent. And isn't that the term that we have coined for you? An independent distributor? That's what you are. You are always independent. You were independent, you will be remain independent, and you will always remain independent. That independence is the journey that you will go. Get yourself geared up for the financial freedom and everything. Patience is the virtue that leads to success. Be patient. What is patience? Patience is tested with time and your ability to endure that time. You will be tested. Let me give you a nice story. There was this monkey king who had his own group of monkeys, and they were living in a jungle. So this is a very old Indian story. They were living in the jungle, and in that jungle, outside that jungle, there was a small village where humans lived. And the humans lived in complete harmony. They were doing farming, they were doing this, they had these nice mango orchards, and they were enjoying happily, the family. And the monkeys from the trees, they used to look at these humans. And they used to always envy. Me as monkey and they as human, not much difference. Same. We are almost same. Okay? But how happily they are living. They are enjoying their fruit, the evening they are enjoying, they come together. Why is it that we cannot enjoy? So, the monkey king decides we have to transform our race. We have to change from what we are, monkeys, to being something like humans. So they call for a meeting. They put a panel of all the wise monkeys and say, find out a way that we can duplicate what the humans are doing. So the monkeys, they think. They think, and finally one monkey comes up with a fantastic idea. Says, sir, yes, I have a good idea. I've seen and studied the humans, and I realized that they are actually cultivating something. They do farming. They put in the seed, they get the crop. That is why they don't jump like us from one tree to another tree. Okay? We should be like them. We should take what we like, put it in the soil, and then when it becomes big, we should sit on it and enjoy for the rest of our life. Wow, the monkey king says, what a fantastic idea. Let's do it. So he says, we'll make a small team, go and execute this. Okay, so they go smartly, they put a nice team of monkeys to pick up the best mangoes. Because monkeys love the mangoes, so they wanted to live in the paradise of mango trees. So they find a place that we will have a paradise here, we'll grow our mango trees here. So they ask the panel to choose the best mangoes, taste them, and take the sweet ones, put the seeds aside, and then a team will decide to sow them. So they dig a hole, put the seed, cover it up. Dig a hole, put the seed. So they put all the seeds, and now they say, okay, job done. So they go to the king and say, sir, we have done our first part. We have cleaned the land, we have taken the best mango seeds, put it in the soil. We are exactly what the humans are doing, we are exactly on the same path. So fantastic. Now the monkey king was very happy because he started to imagine his life like the kings of the humans. He will be having a nice palace and everything. So that evening he goes to sleep dreaming about a beautiful paradise that he will live in. The next day morning he gets up and he's super excited. He calls the team, hey, go and check if the trees have come. So the king is asking, so they also say, yeah, go and check. Say, go to the ground. There is no tree, there's nothing come out. Now they are worried, they come and say, sir, there is nothing there. What do you mean there is nothing there? Go and check if the seeds are there. They say, okay. They go and check, the seed is there. They cover it, they check every seed, whether it is there. They cover it up and say, sir, don't worry. The seeds are there, but nothing else has happened to the seeds. Okay, don't worry, it will grow. We wait. That night, the king again sleeps in peace. The next day morning, he gets up. Hey, go and check. Is there something? The monkeys again go. They say, open, nothing. Dig, check, nothing. Cover up. They keep on doing this. They keep on doing this for 15 days, 1 month. Not a single seed sprouts. Because the seed never got the time it required to be inside the soil. It was always pulled out. And the whole project fails. And the monkey king, till now, doesn't know what was the reason. But we humans know the reason. That is patience. The monkeys don't have it, but we humans have it. That is the most important ingredient when you become a DXN distributor. Have patience. This man had it. All the successful people are successful because they have patience. Once they sow a seed, they cover it, They just do one simple thing. Water it, nourish it, stay connected. They don't go and dig out anything. You understand? That's the key for you to success. Keep sowing your seeds. Keep prospecting. Never stop prospecting. And that's the key. If you keep on prospecting, it's like throwing 100 seeds on the ground. Not all will grow. 10 of them will grow. Let them grow. Nourish them. Maybe you meet 100 prospects. Out of 100, all 100 have become registered also. But how many of them will work? You don't know. You need to only do your job of providing the nourishment. From that, some have the potential, some will become star agents fast, some will take time. Let everybody go on their journey. You do your part, they will do their part. And if this happens, then you will see that we are able to deliver something very, very fundamental of human nature, that is patience. And I'm telling you, the reward of patience is amazing. You should be patient enough. Clarity paves the path to prosperity. Be clear. You know, only a person clear knows what he wants to do in life. If your mind is not clear, how can you actually do what you want to do? Okay? Let's do a small exercise. Okay? Everybody just sit, keep your hands on the table. Okay, let's do a small exercise to see how the mind works. Okay? You just sit like this. Okay? Okay? And don't think about anything. Okay? Absolutely don't think about anything. Don't think anything. Again I'm saying. Okay? Close your eyes. Silently. Just don't think about anything. Especially of a red apple. Don't think of the red apple. Okay? Make sure you are not thinking of the red apple. If anybody who has thought of a red apple can raise their hands. You see, when somebody tells us something, our mind already objectifies it. Okay? Because in a state when the mind is clear, when I told you don't think anything, I plant something, it actually starts shaping up in your mind. Remember, a clear key for you to have clear path. Imagine you are driving a car, okay, and the windshield is all dirty. How will you drive the car? Always a little on the accelerator, a brake, right? Because you cannot see clearly. You wash the windshield, clean, absolutely clean, and you know there is nothing on the road. Then the only thing you do is put your feet on the accelerator and drive at full speed. That's how your mind should be. When you are in DXN, you set yourself a clear goal. This clear goal is very simple. It's to become a crown ambassador. The clear goal is to have financial freedom. The clear goal is to have a healthy life for yourself and your family. Such a clear goal. When these goals are set, when there is so much clarity, where is there a chance for doubt? Where is there a chance where you have hesitation? Where is the chance where you will apply your brakes? No way there is a possibility of that. Now, if your ideas are clear, your vision board is clear. Because your mind will see what clearly you want to see every day. When your ideas are clear, your mind is clear, you will speak clearly. When your mind is clear, you will act clearly. This clarity is important. But why is it that we cannot have clarity? Because our minds are programmed for conditioning. And that is why one of the secrets that I learned from Dr. Lim, because I knew Dr. Lim's mind is very focused, very clear, very sharp. And I wanted to know, as a psychotherapist, what technique he uses to keep his mind so sharp, so focused. Like if there is a knife, if the knife is cutting nicely, I know the chef is somewhere sharpening it. If he is not sharpening it, he cannot cut every day. Maybe he cuts a few days when the knife is new, but later it will become blunt. But every day he is cutting sharply, means every night he is also sharpening his knife. And I knew there has to be a technique that Dr. Lim uses to keep his mind super focused, super clear, so that he can achieve what he sets out for. You know what that technique is? It's a simple mental practice. And we named that Shunya. We named it Shunya because it is zero. It means nothing. When the mind has nothing in it, it's when that mind starts becoming clear. Okay, how do you do that? How do you know and test? You see, DXN, when you take Ganoderma, you see some reflections on your body. That's because your body is throwing out toxins. It's not Ganoderma that is causing those reflections. It's the body's reaction to that Ganoderma that the toxins are being visible out. Okay, so now the same with the mind. When you look at the mind, if you want to know your mind, if it's able to remain still, focused, and concentrated, or is your mind like the monkey jumping here and there? There is a technique to find out. And that technique is reverse counting. You have to reverse count, but you need to count something that is with you always. So what is that one thing that you have it every now and then with you, but you never pay attention to it? What is it? You have it, but you are not aware of it always. You know what? Salim says it's your breathing. Right? This is there with you, but you are not always aware of it. You don't even look at it. You take it for granted. Okay, when I tell you, okay, look at your breath, then you will say, oh, you breathe. But I'm saying, even if you don't do it, it still happens to you. Right? In this practice, we watch our breath. But we watch our breath when the breath goes in, and when the breath goes out, we count in the mind 9. When the breath goes in, breath goes out, we count in the mind 8. Our attention and focus is on the breath. Our attention and focus is on the count. We are able to do focus and attention. Now, if your mind is not focused and not attentive, what is going to happen? Suddenly a thought is going to come. When is the lunch time? Oh, how long this is going to happen? Oh, what happened? I'm going to get a call. Then suddenly you were doing 7, and when you were watching the breath going in and out, a thought came in and you forgot. Was it 7? Oh no, maybe it was 8. No, it was 5. You get confused. That state where you can lose your focus and attention because of a disturbing thought is where your mind becomes a monkey mind. When you want to change that monkey mind into a mind that is more focused and attentive, you need to practice this simple art which Doctor has been practicing for 50 plus years. Even today, he has to do it. I've been doing it for 4 years, and it is diagnostic to help you detect your depression and the scale of depression. But on the other side, it is also powerful, therapeutic. It can help you concentrate and focus your mind. You want to try this?
Evet.
Do you want to try this? Okay. So one of the most important secrets that Dr. Lim does in his closed room, which he shared with me for the world, we're going to practice that today. So sit straight, okay? Sit straight. Keep your hands in the way you want comfortably. Becoming a monkey. You know what a monkey does? Monkey cannot sit straight. Monkey will scratch here, do this, do that. Nobody will become a monkey here. Everybody will sit straight, absolutely straight. Okay? Then you will close your eyes and watch your breath go in and out. Okay? I'm going to count with you first time. Second time you're going to count yourself. Okay? We're going to do the counting, but the counting will be in the reverse order. Okay? Ready? So even I'm going to stand. You're going to watch our breath. Breath going in. Out. 9. Breath in. Out. 8. In. Out. 7. In. Out. 6. In. Out. 5.
In, out, 4. In, out, 3. In, out, 2. In, out, 1. In, out, 0. Okay, wake up. Okay, now you see, because I was guiding you, you were listening to me, you were doing this. Even in that 9 to 0 count, was the world still disturbing us? Yes. There was a mobile phone, there I saw people, no, they cannot even sit from 9 to 0. It's not easy. It is not at all easy. Last 4 years, I've been helping people with mental illness. I've been helping people with psychosomatic disorders. You can say psoriasis, Alzheimer's. We have been helping them with this therapeutic method. 9 to 0 is the easiest, the first step. The next step is 29 to 0. The other one is 99 to 0. When we practice at the higher level for focus and attention, we sit there 15 minutes doing 99 to 0. Trust me, the day you finish 99 to 0 without a single thought disturbing you, without a single number being missed, that day, whatever you're going to be delivering will be perfect, because that day your mind is still. So remember that this is an art for mind. Okay, you have to practice this. With the still mind, when you interact with people, you have a calmness that people will like to associate with. When it comes up to doing multiple things, because you're calm, you can do so many things. So practice this. Maybe someday we will have a program on it. But this is something that you can explore yourself. Go from 9 to 0, 29 to 0, 99 to 0. And this is your level 1. This is what we call the red belt for personal transformation. We have 7 belts. Okay? So one day we will be doing that. But start your journey with this, because this is the period where I wanted to introduce you to this practice. Now, that ends up my session here. But one thing, if you understand, is very clear, that everything is in the mind. If the mind is in order, there is no disorder. If the mind is lost, you are lost. Whatever the mind will do, you will do. The most important element in your system that you have to work is your mind. You set the mindset will do the job. If you know the great author of the book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, okay? When he wrote this book, it's the world's best-selling book, trust me, even today. Think and Grow Rich, in personal development, it is considered one of the best books in the world. And when Napoleon Hill wrote the whole book and gave it to the publisher to publish, the publisher was chasing him for the name of the book. Napoleon could not get the name of the book. So he was waiting for a month, 2 months. The publisher gets frustrated. One day calls Napoleon and says, "Hey Napoleon, tomorrow if you don't give me the name of the book, I am going to name the book." He says, "What is the name you are going to give to my book?" He says, "Cook your own noodles, make your own boodles." Napoleon says, no. What kind of a name is this? Cook your own noodles, make your own boodles. I don't want like this name. Nobody's going to buy my book. And he says, "I give you one night." The publisher says, "Only one night. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. or before that, you should give me the name of the book." That night, Napoleon is talking to himself. He actually, anybody would have been worried, but Napoleon is actually dressing himself in his pajamas, night suit, going to bed. Can you imagine? He's been given a deadline, and this guy is casually wearing his pajamas, and he's talking to himself and telling his mind, "I don't care what you do. While I sleep tonight, before 10 a.m. in the morning, I want the name of the book. I'm going to rest." And he goes to bed, sleeping to sleep. And in his bed, at 4:30 a.m. in the morning,
he has something that happens in his mind. He's kicked out of his bed, he goes on the table, he sits down, takes a paper, takes a pen, and writes there, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He's so excited, he wakes up, he says, wow, what a nice name I have come up with. He calls up the publisher early morning and tells him, I've got the name. The name is Think and Grow Rich. The publisher says, that's $1 billion name. And then rest is history. You can hear these words from Napoleon. Luckily we have YouTube today. You can search him and see how he has shared the power of the mind. So you please understand, DXN not only sets your life in order, also make sure that we have a sound mind. A sound mind lives in harmony, lives without differentiation, lives as one big family. And that's what DXN is. One world, one family. Thank you for listening and see you soon.
Dr. Ferguson,
If you want this work, if you want this business, woman and man, I'm here right now. I'm just waiting for tell me on telephone to talk this business. Thank you.